The Revenue Committee is currently discussing, we'll jump to that second piece really quickly and then go back to 640. LB 461 is a Revenue Committee priority bill that incorporates, or at least is said to incorporate, provisions from two of the governor's proposals, LB 337 and LB 338. One of those was introduced by Senator Brosh, Ag Committee Chair, LB 338, the Land Valuation Bill. One of those was introduced by the Revenue Committee Chair, LB 337, Senator Smith, and that's an income tax relief trigger bill. LB 461 also includes an corporate income tax relief piece based on partially based on LB 452, which is introduced by a Revenue Committee member, Lindstrom. The corporate and individual income tax relief portion, the whole bill, as we've seen it, costs about $439 million. Property tax gets about $39 million of that, so it truly is about 10 to 1 income tax relief versus property. The committee is still discussing that bill. We have just seen discussion drafts. Nothing has come out. On Monday, though, the Revenue Committee did vote out LB 640, which is Senator Groney's bill to cap property taxes as a percentage of school budgets. It also lowers the maximum levy, which was an effort to help urban homeowners. And obviously schools don't like that part of the provision. They're also very nervous about the state coming through with funding. So we are in the process of working with our coalition partners and members of the Education Committee to find new revenue, because right now Senator Groney is repurposing the property tax credit fund. Obviously homeowners don't necessarily like that because urban folks are going to lose, specifically because, you know, they're not going to benefit necessarily from the property tax cap the way rural areas will. To a certain extent, a shift has already taken place. Rural property owners pay more for schools than urban property owners do. So a small amount, you know, some shift is going to have to take place. That said, our message has been that we want property tax relief generally, and we don't want to just shift for the burden from one type of property to another. We're fighting for agriculture property tax relief, but the reality is property taxes comprise almost half of the, you know, funding for priorities in the state. And some of these, if we just leave 640 alone and we implement LB 338, the reality is we're just shifting from agriculture property to other types of property. And our message has been we need to shift and broaden the base so that more people pay taxes via a sales tax increase or something like that. And then third thing on there is the biennial budget. The legislature will start talking about that in late April. I think everyone's probably aware the state's facing a nearly $1 billion shortfall, but our message to appropriators and others in the legislature has been our plan is revenue neutral. The LB 461 plan that I said was about $439 million. That bill is not necessarily revenue neutral. The funding part, some of the tax credits that are eliminated in that bill amount to about, you know, between $45 and $60 million. And like I said, the package over 10 years costs $439 million. So their math is I mean, even if you add up what those tax credits will get over 10 years, it's tough to make the math work. And again, our plan, like we said, was revenue neutral. So our message has been that they should be able to address the property tax problem without impacting the budget shortfall. We can do it in a fiscally responsible way.